Hi there. I am a full-time children's book illustrator and character designer, and I wanted to share a little bit about this book that I illustrated. It's from the Creator's Toy Chest series that I've been privileged to work on. This is one of the first four initial books that came out. This one is called Shot Sling Shot. It's the story of David and Goliath. Always a popular story in the Bible and a favorite of mine. I really enjoyed working on this. I'll kind of flip through here and kind of describe things as I go along. Here's one of the end sheets that I did. Just kind of a fun, tongue-in-cheek type of a thing. The author had this idea of David kind of whistling as he walks away from knocking over some pots, doing some target practice here. It was fun. I'll kind of flip through as I go along. This David character was fun to create the character design for, and I enjoyed drawing all these scenes, these kind of flowing landscapes, meadows and things like that. Goliath was a real fun character to design. At first, with these stories, the focus is to try to keep the characters fairly young throughout the books. And so Goliath was tricky because we didn't know for sure if we wanted him to be kind of like a large bully kind of a kid or if he was going to be more of an adult. And so we went through a few different character iterations to get him to this point. But I think what we ended up with was a pretty good fit for it. We definitely wanted to give him that giant look and that villainous look to him. And I think with the kind of young boy bully, he just didn't have as much. There wasn't enough contrast there between him and David to show the giant feat that David did with killing Goliath. And of course, the Creator's Toy Chest shows up in all of these books. So here it is David's bringing his slingshot out of it, getting ready to go off to fight Goliath. And this was a fun page to illustrate, kind of a nighttime kind of scene lit by the candle. And then this page in particular, I tried to do some research as I was working on things to try to get kind of the similar landscape of what it would have looked like in the area where all of this happened. And so this is kind of what that area looks like and where he would have been kind of walking down into. And then, of course, just some fun pages with the soldiers, and I try to get a lot of expressiveness in here. That's important to me in all my children's books, to give a lot of real interesting expressions and dynamicism in that regards. So it's real fun. This page was challenging because David's kind of reminiscing about a story of when he killed a lion. And so I kind of gave it this is him in real life and a bit of a fade underneath of him, and then him kind of retelling that story of what happened before. There's him trying on the armor that's too big for him. Here's him grabbing the stones. I kind of wanted to show that even though he was confident to fight Goliath, he may have had a slight bit of hesitation at some point, I would imagine. And here's a nice contrast between their heights as they get ready to fight each other. I try to get interesting angles and different looks for the different pages just to make it fun to flip through. And these two next pages were particularly fun with the kind of the blowing wind as they're fighting, and after David defeats him. This page we went through a few iterations, but I really like how dynamic it was in the end, how it turned out. And then this kind of foreboding page as he brings Goliath's head and back to King Saul to show that he defeated him. And I wanted to show kind of like what King Saul's quarters might have been in a tent, a temporary tent that they would have brought for the king on the battle front. So I thought that'd be kind of interesting to show. And then for a children's book, we didn't want to show the entire head of Goliath, so we kind of just showed him holding the hair of him. So it wouldn't be so gruesome or anything. So it was a great book to illustrate. I really had a lot of fun with it. And I look forward to working on the next of the 4 books for the continued series. Thanks for watching, and if I can help you with your illustrations for your children's books, whether you're a publisher or an independent author, feel free to contact me through my website at freelancefridge.com. And if you're interested in purchasing this book, you can get it at Amazon. I'll have the link in my video below, or you can just search for Creator's Toy Chest. Thanks for watching.